It has been some time since you and I have worked together. That's going to change. As internal affairs falls under my purview, you'll be reporting to me for this operation. Mithrax has kept his promise. His splicers worked tirelessly to decode the data you pulled from the Vex network. Zavala and I have every confidence that this was the right decision. Years of hidden operations coming to fruition in our time of need. The Eliksni would say, the great machine provides. But if Osiris hadn't suggested we contact Mithrax directly, all our outreach could have been wasted. Guardian, we are all made to believe that loss is how we grow. It took me decades to see that it is not the pain we learn from, but the risk, the chances we take, and the strength to see them through. Here in the city, every new life can begin in peace, without fear, without loss. We need only set aside the past. While you're in the field, I've asked Saint 14 to oversee the Eliksni settlement. If we can turn the Codebreaker into an advocate for House Light, then others will follow. I hope he's feeling generous. Where the darkness seeks to divide us, we need only offer out a hand. Our light is stronger than ever.
When I requisitioned this transmitter, I was told the HELM would be a secured location. I suppose this will have to do. Greetings, Guardian. I'm Lakshmi II of the Future War Cult, and I'm here to offer my assistance, because you need it quite badly. The Future War Cult has long used Vex-derived technology to see into the future. I won't bore you with an explanation of mind forking. Suffice to say, we understand its dangers and use the device responsibly. I have glimpsed our future, Guardian, and what I saw was chilling. Skies dark with smoke, shouting, gunfire, and in the center of it all, standing in our city, a group of fallen, the same fallen I saw earlier. Ikora listened to my report, but she chose not to hear it. The Vanguard would rather protect its image than its people. And so, I will handle things myself. We can change this future. Stop it from happening. While I monitor your progress against the Vex and assist where I am able, I will observe these fallen. If they begin to act against us, well, when I foresaw the Red War, they laughed, until Gaul bound the traveler. This time, I will not whisper my warnings. I will not be polite. I look forward to working with you, Guardian. Together, we can protect our city from all who would wish it harm.
With the Vex from here, and your victories. This area is a crossroads. Many threads connect this city to the Vex. They seek to use their simulation to drain the light from this place, bend it to their will, just as you seek to disrupt their network. But while you fight for survival, their motives are unclear. The network connection cannot be broken without destroying your city. Both are bound now. And one must fall for the other to survive. But there is hope. Every Vex you destroy sends ripples across this false dark sky. I do not know how many must fall to end the simulation they have created, but the data they guard hides the answer. We will study it together. This is my word in the light. Guardian, I greet you in the light. When we last spoke, I saw your potential. Now that you have returned, I see your resilience. We should learn from your example. We struggle to make a home under this endless night. Supplies spoil more quickly. The air leeches life from all we have. I have never seen corruption like this. It is unknown to me. When you are ready, I will guide you to where the Vex are most vulnerable. They are difficult to predict. They do not behave as they should. I think they guard powerful secrets. Tighten your gauntlet, and let us take them.
We have already surrendered too much. Now they want more. Meat, cloth, medicine. People in the city need these things.
We ask for no more than you can give.
This endless night, it drains us. Our resources are spread too thin. What you give to them, you take from the mouths of our citizens.
All right. That's enough. Ikora was firm. I am to provide for the Eliksni as if they were our own people.
Our own people. Lakshmi was right. You are too political an animal, Osiris.
The House of Light. We wish to destroy the Vex, to aid the Guardian. Same as you, yes?
Do not start with this. Tell me, Mithrax, were I in one of your cities, would you bow to all of my demands?
We would give you anything you asked for.
Because you are so generous?
Because we would wish to live.
I see. You are fighting for your people as I would fight for mine, yes? It is true. Split the supplies as Ikora says. Anything to make this false night pass more quickly.
Interesting.
Guardian. Earlier, I could not speak openly to Osiris, to the Saint. I wanted to shout. Have you been beneath the Great Machine so long that you cannot survive without its bounty? But fear stopped my words. Yes, my Eliksni are here, warm, safe, inside high walls. But this endless night, it is like a weapon. It attacks the heart. An invisible foe sieges your people, so they look desperately for an enemy. And after so long with nothing, my people finally have something to lose. Please, Guardian, seize more data from the Vex and let us shatter this foul night. For the sake of all. I greet you in the light, Guardian. I was given a message about Lakshmi too. She of the future war cult. Osiris wishes that she gains full access to the Vex data you gather. I agreed. I hope my cooperation will show her we are not like the old houses. I have heard the transmissions she records for the city's people, and I know she is skeptical of the Eliksni. I hope to make trust with her. There are rumors she uses Vex technology to look upon tomorrow. This is dangerous, forbidden by my people. But if it will show her we walk together in peace, I will give her all that she asks. After studying the data you brought, I have found a new path for you to walk. The Vex gather their forces, but we can break through their security, enter their realm, then use your light. Consecrate their network. Purify it. The Vex will try to stop you, but you are not one who can be stopped. Powers grow to fight the Vex, but still their offense increases. We sacred Splicers study the Vex. We learn to move through them like tall grass. But these, they are strange to me. Their focus is unpredictable. This frustrates me. I can see the data streams as you walk through their space, but I cannot see from where they flow. It is as though a fog pushes in from cold water. It could be the soft voice of my doubt here in this false night. But it could be something greater. Something no Splicer has encountered before. You must continue to enter their network. Destroy what you find inside. Each victory cuts one of the threads that hold this endless night in place. The Vex will send powerful foes against you, but be not swayed. Keep to the path. The path leads you to me once more, Guardian. This endless night presses down on us all. I hear the city groan with the strain. The dark brings sickness now. Few can find sleep. The people hear of your triumphs against the Vex, but they see only dark skies above. They are being bent, and some may break. I will aid if I can. I will not be proud, but let the citizens see that we are suffering with them. I have faith they will see us for who we are. The light always shines through in the end, but for now, the work must begin again. Go.
There's been a disturbance. Sabotage in the Eliksni camp. This wasn't just an attack on their ether stores. Someone wanted to send a message. Our citizens forget who they were before they found the safety of the city's walls. It's easy to mistake change as the front line of a battlefield. But this is a time for level heads and compassion. Saint 14 is already en route to investigate. I trust him, but he is torn between duty and doubt. And Lakshmi? The Vanguard has tolerated her broadcasts, as Zavala doesn't believe it's our place to interfere in civilian politics. I see now that was a mistake. We can't allow anyone to jeopardize our alliance with the House of Light, no matter their motives. Our citizens must see that the Eliksni are people, just like them. Get down there. Be the calm the city needs. Hear out grievances and keep tensions low, while I root out the perpetrators. It's time that Lakshmi and I had a little talk. Cop.
Come on and check this out.
You see what was done. Our ether tanks smashed. Our supplies stolen. Our home defaced.
I cannot find any witnesses.
This is not surprising. The locals have been under enormous pressure. You're lucky it was not worse.
This destruction helps no one but the Vex. Please, instead of teaching your people to fear us, tell them the truth.
The truth is that your kind has preyed upon us for as long as we can remember. There's nothing I can say that will make them forget.
House Light has never raised arms against humanity.
Your houses and titles are layers of politics. You're still fallen.
You promised us your protection.
And you've had it. We allowed your brood to squat and chitter here in our city. But still, the Vex simulation persists. If you're displeased with how you have been treated for your failure, then I suggest you camp elsewhere.
Your people destroyed what little we possessed. Now we have nothing. Nowhere to go.
Humanity faced a challenge like that once. We banded together and built a city with walls to keep our enemies outside, where they belong.
We hear her broadcasts, but more than that, we feel the energy of her words in the air, sharp as blades pointed at an enemy. At us.
You cannot ask people to live alongside their monsters.
Listen to me now, Saint. Let me tell you something about monsters. Once, in a city grander even than yours, we prospered. But it did not last. Our great machine abandoned us. And when we pursued it, you sent something back. A creature fueled by hatred. It tore through our great houses like they were nothing. And then it came for the rest of us. Nowhere was safe from its insatiable rage. In its eyes, even the most innocent of Eliksni it would not stay dead. It would shake off the rot and rise again. And if it caught you in its crushing embrace, impaled you on its ragged crest, dragged you screaming into it called itself the Saint. My people must now see the creature every day. It sees us. If we wish to survive, we must all learn to live alongside our monsters.
Guardian, I regret you had to witness my outburst earlier with the fallen leader. I am not a diplomat, and sometimes I can be terse. I know terrible things have been done in the name of the city. In the name of the future war cult. In my name. You understand, though. The city is a living thing. And it is rejecting the fallen, like a fever burning out an infection. I will speak to the fallen leader. Tell it that the future war cult will personally replenish their supplies when they are ready to move on. I do not wish them to think badly of us. I know they are your associates. What a city we would have if everyone's heart was as big as yours. Have you heard the song of the people echoing through the city? Rise up as one, march toward the sun. The words of people reaching for dawn in this endless night. People who have still not given up hope. Neither have I. And if you were wondering, this was not the conflict I have foreseen. No, that will come later. Unless I can stop it.
I have no words left to speak. Lakshmi too, the saint. I do not know if I reached them. In truth, I do not know if I even reach you. The darkness of this night weighs on me more than any other. Know this. I will not stop fighting for those in this city. Even those who did this. The light passes through us all. We focus it through the prism of our will. Those who attacked us were blinded by fear, poisoned by venomous words. They were focused badly. Bent badly. But they are not truly our enemies. We will not seek vengeance. We are not the monsters some believe us to be. Walking the path of the light takes strength. That is what we will remember tonight, as fear and hunger gnaw at us. As our hatchlings sleep in ashes. I greet you in the light, my friend. inside the walls. I spoke my heart words to all who would hear. We have no anger within us. We will not be led to violence, no matter how wide the path. We now must focus on the Vex. The machines do not stop to consider our situation, and neither should you. I can still improve your gauntlet, and your Splicer training must continue. Do not waste your energies on us. My Eliksni have been through much, but cruel words and thoughtless deeds will not break us. Let us continue our work.
I have thought much on Mithrax's story. We do monstrous things to fight monsters. It seems simple then. When the city first formed, Titans were the walls. We did not think of our enemies when we fought. We thought only of protecting our people. Survival until the next day, no matter how. To be seen as a terror, a destroyer. To know children tremble in fear at my name, and mourn what I have taken from them. This is not the Saint 14 I know. I can never forgive what the old houses did to us. But these are not the old houses. They are dead. What do we gain from more death? This lashing out against defenseless people. It is the act of a coward. Mithrax risked much to trust us. If his House of Light can forgive, perhaps we must try to see the fallen, Eliksni, as they see themselves. Or none of us will ever be anything but monsters. We must be more than the enemies of our enemies.
I see you have overcome the Vex again. We are both doing what we must. I have not spoken with the Saint, but I believe hearing my story softened him somehow. I saw one of our young run across his path. The Saint raised a hand in greeting, and the hatchling recoiled and fled. The Saint watched it run. The reaction seemed to wound him. I will reach out to this child. She acted out of fear and was unkind. She should know the image of the Saint we use to chase evil is only a story. If we are to survive this long night, we must be able to see one another as what we truly are. Guardian, light guides your path. Though I believe darkness lies ahead for you. I expected your assaults to weaken the Vex. But I reach into the network now, and it pulls. Hungry, greedy, like slogging through mud. I felt this when you first walked through the network. You pushed into their system, and something malevolent pushed back. The sacred Splicer must know the Vex, must understand what can and cannot be bent, yes. They are like the seasons, or the great seas. They surge and flow like a primal force. They cannot be manipulated. And yet something is doing just that. I do not know what it is, or why it has targeted your city. But I see the great machine hanging above, and I worry. This endless night has greater purpose. Be cautious now, Guardian. Darkness is coming for you. Shine your light on the truth. I wish my news was not so grave. But I can confirm that it is the taken Vex Mind Quria at the center of the simulation that plagues this city. Quria serves the Witch Queen Savathun. It is she who is responsible for the endless night.
Are you certain of your data? After all, Savathun is known for her deceptions.
Osiris, I did not know you had access to this channel.
I wish to confer with you and the Guardian privately.
The Splicers feel Quiria's spirit. Hollow, calculating, taken. It lurks between realities as a blade between carapace plates. There is no mistake.
How did you miss this?
In the same way it went unseen by the mighty Osiris.
If my experience and wisdom can aid you in Quiria's capture, you may have it.
Capture? Quiria is discordant and must be exorcised if the great machine's sky is to shine again.
The things we could learn were we to capture it. Think, Mithrax.
Dangerous. Ambitious. Assume capture is successful, captivity would prove difficult. Safer to eradicate.
I will confer with Ikora to find us the best course of action.
Of course. Mithrax observes the city's guidance. You and the Guardian speak with Ikora. Eliksni will continue to refine a strategy.
Guardian, be vigilant. We must consider our discovery of Savathun to be part of her plan. Perhaps she means to sow fear and suspicion among us. I won't allow her to drive us apart. When the time comes, I'll put a spear of light through the Witch Queen's heart myself. For now, I'm overturning all hidden records and full archival access to Osiris, but no one else. Lakshmi claims the Vanguard suffers from a lack of transparency. If she had access to our records, she'd cherry-pick whatever details were necessary to ground her prophecies. I need people I can trust to be objective. Some of our records on Savathun are fabricated truths, I'm sure. But in those lies are the strategies she used to topple the Dreaming City. History won't be repeating itself here. Continue your Splicer training with Mithrax. Use it to root Savathun's minions out. We'll reassess the situation when we've located our target. Hunt well. The foul aura emanating from that pyramid.
Quiria lurks at the center of this false night. All threads leading to it are dark and thick, covered in black oil. Your Splicer mastery has been growing. The great machine is unknowable, but I believe it acts with purpose. Just as we must act with purpose now, to find a way to reach Quria and end it. Sacred splicers must see the invisible machinery at work around us to understand its beauty and flaws, and our place within it. I think of my light as a torch, a beacon. Yours, though, I see as a weapon. I say this with respect. From what I know of the Great Machine, it would not create a weapon without needing to use it. Quria will be your target. Be ready, for there is no doubt it is. Guardian, I greet you in the light. Even if darkness hangs overhead. We were correct that an unseen hand was guiding the Vex. Quria, the dreaming mind, brought this endless night with it. It has been draining the energy from this city. We do not yet know why. Ikora and Osiris have thoughts, but the details do not change the truth. Quria must be stopped. But first, we must find it. I have reached into its domain, but the Vex forces break my sight. I believe I am close, but I must focus. You, Guardian, strike the Vex now, with great force, so that I may see Quria through your ripples. It may seek the destruction of your city, or of your vanguard, or something even greater may be at stake.
Osiris, there is something I must discuss with you. Lakshmi, she came to me with a proposal.
You taking over as Titan Vanguard? She discussed it with me as well. Lakshmi has radical ideas, but they are only words. No cause for alarm.
Good, good. Only words, of course.
She wants what is best for the people of the city. And in truth, you would make an excellent leader.
I do not seek authority. Zavala may have a beautiful desk, but he is chained to it. We could use less bureaucracy, maybe. More proactive strategies, where we reclaim ground taken from humanity. An open council in the city to speak with the citizens. I have imagined a new vanguard, led by us.
Led by you. I would stay back and advise. I lack the temperament for leadership.
A fantasy only. I told Lakshmi I would think about it so she would go away. The words, tasted like treason in my mouth.
Let her believe you are considering it. If you refuse, I imagine she might approach Lord Saladin next. And after what happened with Keitel...
I understand. Later we will speak more of this.
It appears Lakshmi is speaking a bit too freely. I will report her behavior to Ikora, though I imagine she already knows. You should continue working with Lakshmi. Don't mention what you've heard. We must keep this as quiet as we can. With the endless night and the Eliksni here, the city has become a powder keg. One errant spark and it could be the end of the Vanguard.
Vile presence pulsing in the heart of their network. I feel a strong hand pull against the everyone living in this city. This has gone on too long, Guardian. None can spend so long in the night. Death surrounds this place. The true death, which always starts from within. I have heard your people say it is darkest before the dawn. There is comfort in that, yes. But I fear this endless night will grow even more terrible before we see the sun again. The light is fading, Guardian. We know the name of the sickness in the heart of the network. Quria strangles the light. It does not bend it as we splicers do, but twists it, shatters it, and pushes the shards through the skin of reality. It is forcing its terrors upon us. And if it succeeds, there will be nothing left. No Splicer could stand before a being of such power. But then, you Guardians are like no Splicers before you. Charge your gauntlet, focus your mind, and walk further into the light than ever before. For us all. For everything. Please.
Finding Quria at the center of the endless night confirms our worst suspicions. It was the arm Savathun used to strangle our city. With it docked, to borrow an Eliksni term, we purged Savathun from the Vex domain. I only hope we stopped her in time. The Dreaming Mind's defeat, as with so many things Vex, is a process. It will take time for Mithrax and his splicers to finish untangling our reality from the Vex network. In the meantime, Osiris is focused on collecting all the data we have on Savathun, separating small truths from the many layers of lies. Everything she does is for a reason, even if it seems beyond our comprehension. I want to know what she hoped to gain. I thought I might ask Lakshmi for her assistance, but that device she uses. By Osiris's description, it's used to align one's consciousness with other temporal realities, and has driven many war cultists insane. The visions it shows her, they cloud her judgment. Even now, she believes the Eliksni will be the cause of some great catastrophe. Osiris seems to think he can get through to her. He understands the technology. He understands her perspective, but I can only give him so much time. Good luck.
Oh, Guardian. I wanted to be among the first to send my regards. Your victory today has lifted a great weight from my chest. I feel like I can breathe again. I hope you're not too proud to accept my praise. Even though we may not see eye to eye. Pride is a dangerous affliction. It is clear Ikora suffers from it. And yes, I know, I do as well. Do you see? I can admit when I am wrong. Which is more than I can say for some of our current leaders. The city deserves someone who acts, someone who does what is right, even if it is unpopular. After all, you destroyed Quria against the wishes of countless Vex. You did what had to be done to protect your city. You acted bravely. I admire you for that. You and I, We will speak more when this ugliness is behind us. After the Fallen have returned to space, and this endless night is a memory. Our city could use more heroes.
Quria is no more. The threads of its influence lay limp across the weft of this reality. I thought its defeat would have driven the endless night from our skies. We must trust it will fade instead. Fitting, as the distrust between my people and yours will not vanish in a single act, but slowly, over time. We, everything, can begin to heal. You have united us in your light, Guardian. It was my honor to watch you grow into a sacred Splicer. Though this journey may be over, I hope we can still walk together. We will have a beautiful sunrise.
People of the last city, we have endured many great tragedies thanks to our strength and a steadfast commitment to humanity. The Traveler chose us. It abandoned the Fallen because they are unfit, unworthy of the light. They would take it from us if they could. The Vanguard have lost their way. They embrace the darkness. Welcome Aramis's followers into our midst with open arms. Force us to celebrate our lost heroes alongside those who murdered them. Yes, the endless night is over. But now, Mithrax and his house will use this opportunity to do what the Fallen have always done. Covet, cheat, steal, kill. I have seen the future with my own eyes, and it has not changed. Doom still builds on our horizon like a terrible storm. But there is hope. Right now, loyalists to the future war cause and new monarchy have rounded up the Fallen in our city. With the aid of Osiris, I have learned how to safely command the power of the Vex. I will use it to do what the Vanguard will not. I will tear open a rift, banish the Fallen to the depths of space from where they came. We alone will save humanity. I have seen the darkest of futures, and with this act, I will. No. No!
Lakshmi 2 has opened a Vex portal in the Eliksni quarter. All fire teams, find and close that incursion point. Mithrax, what's your status?
We are overrun. Please, we cannot cannot hold them off for much longer. Do not worry, Mithrax. I am on my way! No, you must protect your people. You are my people!
Vex, inside the walls of the last city. How could this happen? How could Lakshmi do this? We need this incursion ended, now, before any more lives are lost. Osiris, what's your position? Osiris?
He was right behind me! I have lost him! Surge defenses have been reset. But like circuits, they can be overloaded. Continue the assault.
Osiris, respond!
Guardian has broken their portal! Keep behind us! We will not let them harm you! Stand, friend! You will not fall today! Survive. This is the story Eliksni will tell of the saint standing beside us. And you with me, Kell of Cows. Together, we are enough.
More than enough.
Guardian, the city remains. We have wrestled another day from those who would take it, but not without loss. And not alone. Eliksni, Mithrax, they stood with us, brothers and sisters in battle. This is a bond that cannot break. Their loss will be buried beside our own. Ikora was wise to look to our future instead of the past. We must remember that it is the Eliksni who came to us, laid down arms for a chance at peace. These are not the fiends Lakshmi made them out to be. That bravery demands respect and deserves recognition. The House of Light is part of the city now, under the protection of Saint 14. In time, the memories of our past demons will fade, and our peoples will share laughter and stories. Our victory today will be one of them. More famous than Twilight Gab, I will make sure of it. You will...
Look at the city. The skies are slowly clearing. The streets are filled with dead Vex, dead Eliksni, and our people. Future war cult has scattered to the wind, but we recovered Lakshmi's body from the site of the attack. In the end, she was right about the tragedy looming on our horizon. If only she could have foreseen that it was of her own making. Now Dead Orbit has finally made good on its promise to leave the city, and take a new monarchy with it. The factions are no more. Honestly, I will miss their presence here. After all, Lakshmi did not speak for the future war cult. Some of her own people warned me she was becoming unstable, and I feel I let her slip away. I haven't told Saint yet, but I've been unable to locate Osiris. Even though Lakshmi implicated him in the attack, I don't believe he'd... Osiris is a good man. Saint and I will both vouch for him. All he has to do is return to the city to clear his name. I saw the blight that was forming in our own citizens, but I never thought it would lead us here. Eris once said, "We will only know our enemy's next move if we are wise enough to recognize it." My eyes are wide open now. Stay ready.